What's going on, guys, and welcome to the very first episode of Cam's Corner. I'm your host, Cameron Diebold. I'm also the creator, the writer, everything about Cam's Corner is mine. The blog is already up. If you guys want to check it out, go to cams-corner.com. I have some articles written on there. So far, just all NFL, just because it's the only sport really going on right now. As the NBA offseason, MLB offseason kind of keep going, I'll start writing more about them. You know, breaking news, big trades happening, different things like that. As of right now, though, just NFL up there. Go check it out. And again, this is going to be the video aspect of it. So if you are reading my articles or you have seen them, this is the face to the articles. I know, impressive. This is me. This is who I am. I'm sorry. And I started this blog, this vlog, whatever it is, everything it is, to talk about sports, social media, pop culture, pretty much everything. Anything and everything going on. My blog's going to be a little bit more about sports. My vlogs, I'm going to try to basically talk about anything and everything going on. I've always had a passion for sports. I've also always had a passion for speaking and talking and, you know, basically trying to get my opinion and my views out there and then have, you know, conversations with people, different things like that. So this is just an outlet to do it. I love speaking on things that I'm passionate about and I like writing about it. So this is why I started it. I recently wrote for the website Fansided, the Empire Writes Back section of it, basically all New York sports teams. They recently shut down and I decided then that I didn't really want to join another website and write for them. I wanted to start my own, you know, try to start my own following. And basically just so I could talk about whatever I want. Whatever I want, anything I want, and everything I want. So that's why I started this page. So the video portion of it, I'm going to try to put out one video a week based on, you know, sports, recaps, sports, games coming up, different things like that. And then I'm going to try to put out random videos of just content, you know, fun content, funny content, challenges, whatever I can think of, I'm going to put out there. But I'm going to try to at least do one sports week episode per week. That didn't make sense. One episode, you know, recapping sports per week. So this is the first one. So just a little bit more about me. I guess I'll give an interesting fact. I had strep knee. I wanted to say that fast. I didn't want to build up anticipation, but that's like a freaking mic drop. I mean, that is, you guys thought I was going to say like, I don't know. I don't even know what you thought I was going to say, but it definitely wasn't that. Like, I could have gave all you guys 100 guesses. Other than the people that know me, you would never have guessed that I have strep knee. You don't even probably know what strep knee is. Strep knee is strep throat, but it's in the knee. And I had it in first grade, and it was not fun. My knee was about the size of a balloon. I went on a cruise. It was miserable. I came home. They cut it open, scraped everything. I don't know what they did. I didn't have it anymore. It was terrible, though. I love telling that story because everyone's like, well, you strep throat in your knee. I didn't have strep throat in my knee. I had strep knee. Strep could happen anywhere in the body. It happened to me. I had strep knee. Another weird fact about me, and this one I don't find that weird. I don't think it's that weird. All my friends tell me it's weird. I drink milk with every dinner I have at home, regardless of what it is. Steak, pizza, hamburger, hot dog, pasta, anything. I'll have a glass of milk. I do not have milk with my cereal. I don't eat cereal that often. I will not have milk in my cereal. I think it makes the cereal too soggy. It's not good. I'll have cereal with a glass of milk on the side. So you can kind of like chase the cereal with the milk. It's not weird. If you think it's weird, you're weird. Milk with dinner is amazing. Milk is a A+ beverage, and I'll probably drink it my whole life with dinner. I don't go out to restaurants and order milk, but like if I'm home, I don't have a glass of milk with dinner. I don't think it's weird, but I guess it's another weird fact about me. All my friends tell me I'm weird about it. So week 10 NFL was this past Sunday, and we gotta talk about the Hail Murray. The Hail Murray, as people are saying, crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm watching that game with my dad and my brother. Huge Bills fans. They think they're about to be 8-2. Kyler Murray dances around, throws it up to DeAndre Hopkins. Bills are not 8-2. They're 7-3. It was heartbreak for my dad and my brother. It was, the air left the room. I was thinking to myself as Murray's scrambling around out there, I'm like, this is not good. I was like, this is gonna get completed. Like, I knew DeAndre Hopkins was on the other side of that ball, and there's not a receiver in the game you want more than him catching that pass. And he's probably the only receiver in the game with the combination of Kyler Murray. That's the only quarterback wide receiver tandem, other maybe than Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf, that can make that play. And they made the play. And all the Bills fans saying, oh, what if we put out wide receivers, or what if we blitzed, or what if we only rushed two? You did everything right. The Bills did everything right on that play. They got pressure on Murray. They rolled him out to his left. He threw off, like he threw going against the sideline back into play with his right hand. And then Hopkins caught it over 3 guys. He mossed 3 guys. They did everything right. They did everything right. You got to tip your cap to the Cardinals. It's an incredible play. It's the greatest play of the NFL season. It's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in my lifetime, actually. It's incredible. Tip of the cap to them. And it's heartbreak for the Bills. The Dolphins win again. Dolphins win again. Another heartbreak for the Bills because Bills are 7-3. Dolphins are 6-3. They're right there. And Dolphins have an easy schedule coming up. Bills better start winning, or Dolphins are going to take over the AFC East. Dolphins have an easy schedule. I see them winning 10 games. I see them at least getting a wild card. But the AFC East is still very much up for grabs. Bills better keep winning some games, and because Dolphins are coming. 2 is 3-0, and he looks like he's the real deal. The Ravens-Patriots game Sunday night. Monsoon of a game. I was watching that game, and with about 30 seconds left, it looked like a tsunami. And the refs' hats are flying off. It looks like every ref just jumped into a pool. Like, their pants are sticking to them. Like, I don't even know how their microphones are working anymore at that point. But they were basically... The only reason the game didn't get delayed is because there's 30 seconds left. The refs were like, let's just get this game over with, and let's go home. And... the Patriots win. The Patriots rolled over the Ravens. They ran all over them. I think Cam threw the ball like 16 times in this game. The Ravens, it's a bad loss. It's a bad loss when you know the team's going to run the ball. The Patriots have no weapons. They have absolutely no weapons. Put everyone in the box. Let the wide receivers beat you. If they do, fair enough. You can't get run on that easily. That's what they did. They got ran all over. Lamar Jackson actually probably played one of his best games of the season, passing the ball wise. But just terrible loss by the Ravens. I don't see them doing much in the playoffs. I think they're very overrated. I think their defense can be beat and will be dominated by like a good offense like the Chiefs in the playoffs. Patriots are just weird. They're not that good, but Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick. Because it's funny because the game stopped. Both teams in the locker room, the rain stopped. It was like Bill Belichick was like, all right, let's hit the rain button, and then after the game he was like, all right, we can stop with the rain now. I mean, I think he controls more than just the football game. It's crazy. And then Monday night, Bears-Vikings. The Bears stink. They stink. I'm done watching this team. I'm never turning a Bears game on again when their offense is so bad. Allen Robinson should demand a trade yesterday because it is the worst offense I think I've ever seen. They scored 1 touchdown. It was on a kick return. Other than that, they had like 140 yards of offense, I think. Nick Foles is basically a statue back there. He can't move around. Mitchell Trubisky is decently athletic, but he can't throw anyone open. Like, no one, like, you could be wide open. Mitchell Trubisky will miss you by 6-7 yards. The Bears' offense is terrible. They have no chance to make the playoffs. They have no chance of doing anything, even if they were somehow to make the playoffs. They're terrible. I hate watching the Bears more than I hate watching the Jets. That is a hot take. My favorite storyline of the NFL season happened before the NFL season. So it's a funny story. I think it's the funniest story. And it's a story I think that goes below the surface. And I don't think a lot of people see into what really happened. Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien, everyone knows where I go. Bill O'Brien, everyone knows him because of it. He's the dumbest human being alive. Everyone rightfully thinks that Bill O'Brien is an idiot. He traded DeAndre Hopkins, the number one receiver in football, for a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and David Johnson. A second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and David Johnson. 2 picks that you have no idea how they're going to be. They could be terrible players. And then an aging running back who's never healthy. That's what they traded for the best wide receiver in football. I would love to be in any of the front offices the day that DeAndre Hopkins was available, because how I remember it is, it was like, oh, DeAndre Hopkins is available for the right price, which isn't crazy. Like, I feel like every NFL player is available for the right price except like Mahomes and Wilson. Like, if you're going to offer 5 first-round picks and your best defensive player, like, everyone's available for the right price. So I was like, oh, okay, DeAndre Hopkins is available for an absurd price. And then 20 minutes later, it was like DeAndre Hopkins traded to the Cardinals for David Johnson and picks. And I'm thinking, all right, it's got to be like 3 first-round picks. And then it comes out like a second and a fourth. Like, imagine the front offices that day. They're like, all right, we heard D-Hop's available. Like, everyone probably ran into work that day. Like, we got to think of a trade. Like, let's think of a trade. The Cardinals were like, I don't know, let's offer him a second and a fourth and maybe David Johnson. And everyone else was like, that's not going to work. Like, why don't we just try? Let's just call him up. And they call him up and they're like, hey, Bill, we're going to offer you a second deal. And they're like, all right, we didn't finish, but okay. Like, Bill O'Brien heard one phone call that day and accepted it. I think if anyone called offering anything, he would have accepted it. And a lot of people think, oh, dude, Bill O'Brien's an idiot. He's the dumbest guy alive. Bill O'Brien is an evil genius. He is an evil genius. He saw the writing on the wall. He's like, I'm not going to be the head coach for the Texans by week 4. Their opening schedule was tough. The Texans were going to start out with D-Hop or not. They were probably going to start out 0-4. They just had a tough schedule to start. Bill O'Brien said, we're going to lose 2 games. They're going to fire me. So instead, I'm going to take D-Hop out if you're with me. I'm going to trade him, and then I'm going to get fired. It's an evil genius move to be so petty that you're going to get fired because you stink at your job, that you take the best player on the team that you're currently coaching and trade him for literally a bag of chips. Like, that's the equivalent. It's going to go down as the worst trade in NFL history. I really do strongly believe that. Once DeAndre Hopkins is in the Hall of Fame and is like top 10 in every category you could think of, wins Super Bowls with Kyler Murray, like, it's gonna go down as one of the worst trades ever. And Bill O'Brien is going to look like an evil genius because it's hilarious that he was like, I'm not doing this alone. I'm not going down by myself. D-Hop's coming with me. Anyone who wants to offer anything, you got him. And that's what happened. And everyone thinks he's an idiot, but he really is just an evil genius, and he should be like a villain in like the next James Bond movie. Like, it's just Bill O'Brien trading away every good player, and James Bond has to stop him or like turn back time, like before he can trade away, the star quarterback, because Bill O'Brien is still out there to become another head coach. But like, how do you hire him as like a team? As a team, how do you hire this guy? You're like, all right, we can hire him, but we can't fire him, because if we fire him, he's gonna do something crazy. Like, he might not have the power to trade our best player, but he might, set the building on fire before he leaves. Like, that's basically what he did to the Texans. He was like, all right, I'm leaving, but here's DeAndre Hopkins is no longer on your team. Like, evil genius move. Each week I'm going to give my 3 best bets of the upcoming weekend for NFL. I love NFL betting. I love sports betting. Makes the games more fun, makes them more interesting. Sundays are just a blast. You bet some games, you bet some player props. It's a lot of fun. 3 bets this weekend that I love. Pats -2 or -3. Whatever you have it at, bet it. They will dominate this game. They'll win by probably 10-14. Texans might score a few touchdowns late, garbage time. Patriots just ran all over the Ravens, who are supposedly have one of the best defenses in football. Texans have one of the worst defenses in football. That's simple math. Patriots beat the Ravens, Patriots will beat the Texans. They'll run all over them. They'll run the ball 45 times. They'll have 45 minutes of time possession. They'll dominate this game. Texans won't have a chance. Second bet. Chargers, Jets over 47.5, I think it is. I like it. I love all the Chargers overs. Justin Herbert scores points. Chargers defense lets up points. I think the Chargers probably score 35 themselves. I mean, it's the Jets. It's the Jets defense. Like, if you don't score 30 points against the Jets, something's wrong because they stink. They're terrible. Chargers probably score 35. Joe Flacco starting to get a little some connections with Perriman and Mims and Crowder, so I think maybe the Jets score 14 to 20. I mean, it's not hard to score on the Chargers defense either. They're terrible. I think the Chargers win this game like 35-21 maybe. Over hits. I would lock it in. Third bet, Monday Night Football. Rams plus 3.5 against the Bucks. Rams defense is elite. It's elite. They're great. Ramsey shuts down wide receivers again. He's back to being a top 3 corner. Aaron Donald is going to sack Brady a couple times. I think the Rams win this game outright, so I would sprinkle maybe a little on the money line. I love the plus 3.5, though. I think the Rams keep this game close. I think they end up winning, but even if they lose, I don't think it'll be by more than 4. So I bet the Rams plus 3.5. So that's going to do it for episode 1 of Cam's Corner. Again, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Tell your friends about it. Tell your grandmas about it. Have them view me on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to try to put out weekly episodes, maybe more than that, a couple a week, so you guys can keep checking me out. Again, I'm going to love making this content, so it's not going to be a problem in me putting it out. I'll put it out whether 2 people view it, whether 1,000 people view it, whether I'm the only one who views it. I'll just keep talking to myself. I'm fine with that. But again, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. Like, subscribe. Visit cams-corner.com. Check out my blogs. And I'll see everybody next week. And if no one watches this, then I'll see myself next week.